Hey guys, Doc. The backyard recovery is just, we're just so happy with this. Ryan just came over and cut this. He actually cut the front, he cut the back. I'll show you the front here in a second. Let me just walk you through this video because I really don't have a specific subject to cover on this video. The past few days we've been doing a whole bunch of work, and so I'm just going to grab clips as much as I can and show you what we've been doing. Before I begin, of course, the Bermuda Lawn Guide, the Zoysia Lawn Guide, and the Cool Season Lawn Guides are all up. Go to freelawncareguide.com and use them. There's calendars and everything, every subject you could ever want to know. Next, for those of you that don't know, my son kept bugging me about my Instagram page. I've got a blank page. He said, put some stuff up. So we're putting some funny stuff up over there. Go over there and follow us. Today, what are we going to do? I'm going to run over to the farm. We're going to install we're going to move that camera. I did a video on that that special camera, and we're going to move it to the front field so I can see that whole front field. We're going to take the core aerator and we're going to go over and we're going to redo that back because the seeding took, but just not to my satisfaction. I'll show you some of that. Just a whole bunch of footage. I'll just throw it all together. If you want to watch it, and hit that red button, because we've also got the remodel project that's going to be starting here any day too. Hold on. Ooh, morning. So we are out here in the fields today. John's with me, and what were you doing this morning?
This morning, cleaning,
digging ditches. We got what, 6 days of rain coming in. The 10-day forecast says there's a 40 to 60% chance every single day after today. So I got this feeling we're going to get a crap load of rain. So we're sort of preparing for this. We're cleaning out the drainage ditches down there. But on a side note, you guys know I installed this. I just did a full video on this new trail camera. That is, it runs off 4G cellular, and you can open it up in live view, and then you can turn it so I can look all the way around. So what I told John is, I said, I got one of these big, I don't know, was this 12 or 14 or 16 foot, I don't know, big 4x4s left from one of our projects. So we pulled down the regular trail camera on these fields. So what I'll be able to do now is I'll be able to look back towards the house. I'll be able to watch this field at night, because this is where they really come out. We have a feeder up here. And then if I want, I'll be able to turn over here and see who's coming down the driveway. And I'll even be able to come back and look over in this upper field up here. So once John gets done clearing out those drainage ditches, because I'm really concerned. We had someone up there digging, they got them all plugged up. Once he gets clearing that, I'm probably going to have him come back, and we're going to put out the rest of, I've got purple top turnip that I'm going to have him put in the chest spreader and have him spread this field and put it out, because I've got 2 extra bags of it. We're actually filling up the feeders with corn. We're just doing miscellaneous projects today because we got a lot of rain coming in. So, you know, Doc's a pretty smart guy. Let me tell you what idiot Doc did. So we got this thing mounted way up there, okay? We got it all the way up there, and I looked at John and I said, I forgot to turn it on. He's like, you stupid son of a bitch. So we had to take the pole out, bring it down, and we had to turn it back on. Thank God. There's already a hole here from another one, so we're just lifting it out and putting it back in. But I will be able to now see this whole field. I'll be able to pan back and see the house and barn over there, be able to watch the road that's up here, and then I'll be able to watch this up in here. It's going to be really cool. This is going to be some cool video. Okay, so John and I have filled up that corn feeder, and we've actually put some corn down here, so maybe tonight we'll get some cool video for you. But in these fields, we had to do a light tilling down here just because of the makeup of these fields. They were actually washout fields, and the seed could not penetrate. So we barely put just about a 1-inch little till. Actually, I'm starting to see some of that, either clover or something. But what we're doing is we're getting ready to, we've run our irrigation system out here. This is the big sprinkler. We run I got over 400 feet of 2-inch high pressure hose coming into this, and then I teed off on here, and we run over to the medium size. But this is the big, this is This is the 1250K. Maybe I'll put a link to that. And this one actually covers this whole field. I mean, it's one of those doo-doo, 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 and that's an official sound of that sprinkler. Hey guys, man, that looks so good. Ryan came over here and cut the back. What a difference. Amazing. Anyways, I was at the farm all day. I told you this was going to be a strange video. Now I'm going to pop back out. I spent all day at the farm doing a bunch of stuff. And I came back here to inspect the green. Now, when we did the lawn healing back here, we also did a reseed on this green, and I have germination. Now, when I take you out and show you this video, we're going to be planting seed, we're going to be scarifying, and I am going to put down dirt booster, and that will get especially the mycorrhizal fungi down into the soil, those spores. Now, understand what mycorrhizal fungi does. Mycorrhizal fungi is a symbiotic relationship between all these plants that are out here. And if you have kind of nasty dirt, it probably doesn't have that in it. And that's why we added to it. We're adding the dirt booster because it has carbon, organic matter, microbes, and the mycorrhizal fungi. If these are your plant roots, the mycorrhizal fungi surrounds these roots and extends them. And in exchange for basically sugar, it gives the plants water and nutrients, and it also protects the roots from bad fungus. So that's why we put it down. Well, when you have a young grass putting into kind of crappy soil, that doesn't exist, and that's why we add it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw down some dirt booster on the green for you real quick, because I have to do it. But you can do it when you seed, but when you start to get germination, when you see that germination, put another coat on. Put another coat on and water it in. So I'm just going to grab my phone. I'm going to put some down here, but let me grab my phone and show you some of the germination real quick.
Okay, so actually I've already put down the dirt booster, but that is Bermuda grass germinating right there. That's what it looks like when it germinates. And you can see the dirt booster already in there. I probably don't need a full bag, but this is the Dirt Booster Plus. And the Dirt Booster Plus has the soil microbes and mycorrhizal fungi already in it. It used to come with a pack, but now they've actually incorporated it right into the actual mix. So now we can just put it right in. Alright, so there we go. So you can see I put it down pretty heavy here. I mean, you can see it all over in here.
And now all I'm going to do right away, I've got my hose back here, is I'm going to start to water this in. And I'm going to do that back strip here too. But it's just a good little tip. New seed germination. You can put it down like I did out of the house just after you seed, but I like to wait until just I start to get that germination, that grass starts to pop up. Hey guys, so this is, I want to make this point really clear. Number one, this is not the final lawn. All I'm trying to do is hold the dirt in place out here. I came in with a skid steer and reworked this place for an entire week, basically trying to get the slope so the water ran a certain way, because what was happening is water was running towards the house and we were getting a wet under here. And what I wanted to do was just, instead of worrying about a drainage system, is just change the slope of the land, which I did. So now that is the tall area in the middle, and all the rainwater runs off this way and it runs off the other way on the other side. We came out here and we did a seeding. I scraped this with the teeth of the excavator. We mixed in some quote-unquote garden soil, which I do not like, which has a lot of wood in it. And the germination is fair. It's not fantastic. But I'm not putting in a lawn yet. When we do put in the lawn, we'll actually bring in several loads of topsoil and we may even sod. But for right now, I just want to get more germination. So we're going to core aerate this if we can, because it is rock solid, hard clay. then we'll seed, then we'll scarify. But here's what I'm talking about. This, because it's all this washed old, look at that. That's what I'm dealing with there. So, anyways, I'm putting some water down on it now to try and loosen it up a bit, and I'll keep this running, and then we'll hit it with that core aerator. Bad. We're pulling some cores out of here. That soft stuff up there, we're pulling big, but at least we're getting something out of here. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back with more seed, and we're going to scarify this. And then we're going to start watering. But here's the important point. For the first time in 2 months, I look at my 10-day forecast and what do I have? I have temperatures that are around 80 degrees, and every single day for 5 days is 50% chance of thunderstorms. I got to use the water when it comes. What I'm doing seeding wise, I ordered a bag of this fescue mix. It's actually, I forget the name of it, but it's designed for the heat. So I'll show you that bag here in a minute. But then I found an extra bag of Yukon Bermuda seed, and I'm thinking to myself, I don't have anywhere to use this. I'm gonna put it out here. If nothing else, let's just get some, maybe it'll germinate some roots. That's all I care about right now, is just care about some roots. So normally we would use our chest spreader. Where is it?
Might be. It's in the truck.
It's in his truck. So we're spreading the gas seed, We're spreading the grass seed out of the spreader. We're getting tired. This is getting old. So go ahead, just go ahead and hit it. This is, and the spreader really doesn't do that bad of a job. This is that LCO 1000. All right, so let me tell you what we're doing here. This is, let's see if I can read the label. I believe this is Combat Zone, is it? Combat Extreme Southern Zone. And this is a mix of tall fescues and hybrid Bermuda. So that's what we're putting out today. So Ryan's gonna finish putting all the seed out. If we have to, we're gonna get a double coat. So I've got that Bermuda Yukon down. I've got this mix down. We've done a core aeration, and now I'm going to scarify. Like Ryan said, it's going to be a bit scarifying this. That's a lot of shit to scarify. I don't know if the scarifier is going to make it. There's so much crap out here. I'm almost having to stop every pass and just cut crap out of here. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know if it's going to make it or not. Hey guys, so it's the next day and I'm actually out here checking on this. We had a light misting rain this morning, but the strong storms or heavy rains are supposed to come in over the next 6 days. Let's see what happens. And my main tips for you are, number one, if you haven't had a soil test and you're going to reseed like this fall or whenever, get a soil test so you know what's going on with your soil. Number two, if you're going to bring in any soil, I say this all the time, go visit the place that you're going to get it from and look at it and make sure there's not a whole bunch of wood inside of it. Make sure it's a true organic soil. Number three, use fast release mild products like a PGF balance, or even if you have high phosphorus, you can put down some green shocker. It's instant, it's a granular, goes right in. Those are two good products to use when you're doing it. And then of course, dirt booster, throw down some dirt booster. Now, if you're going to scarify it, that'll work it down in. If you're going to aerate, that'll work it down into the soil. But man, that stuff is just so important. And basically, the one rule that you have to understand about seeding is the fastest germination will come when you don't let the seed dry out. I can't stress that enough. So it's like, if you have hot, dry days coming up and that seed dries out, that's going to push back your germination. I really like to do a watering at night. So what do I mean by that? As soon as that sun sets, I'll run my irrigation system. And why is that? It's because I know I'm going to have probably 14 hours where that seed is going to stay wet. In other words, the sun's not pounding on it. And that's just for your germination period. Water right at sunset so it stays damp all night. That'll help your germination. And then if you have hot, dry days, I mean, on that putting green, I'm running that, a 5-minute cycle, probably 4 times a day, just keeping it wet, keeping it wet, keeping it wet. And that's really helpful. Anyways, get the lawn guides, hit subscribe. We got a bunch of stuff going on here, man. I'll talk to you later. Doc.